same way that theater is put in its own area, or should it be mixed up with literature? That is an excellent question.
It is an excellent question.
Personally, I like we keep them in their own sections. We tend to find most of our readers are looking for that style, right? And they'll be willing to branch into other genres, but there's the idea of the artwork that something like that captures them. Personally, I thought the library I worked at beforehand, we did it the other way. They were put in with the regular books. It was just a death sentence. I mean, like, people didn't know they were there, and then it was like, oh, that's a comic book? Yeah, we're reading it now, but, but it does get tricky on that, but I think it's like anytime, it's like if you have libraries and then they have a mystery section, it's like Patterson comes out with a new book. Well, they tend to put it in fiction, even though it's mystery, because most people look at it in pop cultures, and, that's a whole different game. Sorry. Like in personal experience with that, I tend to find much greater success with its own little section.
You can say the Library of Congress system. This is your plugs if you're going to go to the library and find them. It is so like Miles is in the Holocaust information. Specifically finding the Holocaust literature, you're going to find that as part of it. Actually, I have one that I'm reading now on
after the deluge. Katrina, Hurricane Katrina.
In New Orleans. This is, again, going to be under Louisiana, New Orleans literature. And as to what is literature, I think anybody who's going back and talking about Katrina and the effects and the sociological, this is going to be required to use. It's very effective. But then those literature, in fiction, right now they're kind of being, clumped together in the PN section, but I would expect in another 10 years they're going to break out and go, as independent authors with PSs or PRs.
And you have graphic novel series like Flight. Classify that. Good luck. So those of you who are unfamiliar, read
Anthology.
It. Yes, anthology.
Many different things.
It's a trip. It's a very different sort of editing.
But at least they're out of art books.
True.
Publishing and graphic novels and comics has become so diversified now. It's not only very popular, but there are works that are being created for all different age groups. So it's more likely for a public library to create children's YA and adult section based upon that diversification of comics and graphic novels as a source. So hoping that that customers will go, say, to the adult section, okay, and liking graphic novels, grab their favorite in addition to others, and have it conveniently be there for them. It also helps for children not to have to mandatorily wander into adult publishing territory, like keeping all graphic novels together in one area. That's a threat and issue that public libraries are experiencing right now.
You definitely do not necessarily want the same kid to go to Naruto and take out V for Vendetta, which is what the problem is if you group your manga, your graphic novels, and things all together.
I think there was an issue a number of months ago where a public library, two public library employees at the circulation desk wouldn't permit an 11-year-old girl to check out the Extraordinary Gentleman Black Dossier because they thought the content wasn't appropriate for her. Huge issue in libraries.
Finally, availability is becoming an issue here. Well, let's shift gears slightly. Let's talk Hollywood, gentlemen. So, and the entertainment business, and let's talk a little bit about what comic books have done to film and to television. I know. Let's kick it off with something a little more controversial. Let's kick it off with Kick-Ass. This is a comic that is already something that's causing a lot of headaches for certain people. Richard, you want to? I know you're talking.
Kick-Ass is story of a boy who
You will all be pleasantly surprised.
And their 9-year-old Kai knows that Anne's a doggy. So there's a story about a boy who, it's a world where there are no superheroes, and he says, why don't I try to be a real superhero? And of course, he gets himself on YouTube, and all this, and of course, he constantly gets his ass kicked. And then they enter in a 9-year-old girl and her father, who are just these badass, assassins. And so the 9-year-old girl in the trailer for the movie, she's saying the C word, she's saying the F word, it's just horrific. It's, excuse me, I love it, but it's horrific. You would not want to expose a child to it, and many people, would enjoy it. But it's coming out in movie theaters, and the creator, Mark Millar, he decided not to go with big Hollywood, not to go with big studios, and he helped do it himself, and so it got made his way, which I'm sure we'll bring up. We've seen tons of movies that we love, all these X-Men movies and Spider-Man movies that were like, really? They had to do that? I'm sure we'll discuss that in Spider-Man 3, which, again, the kids love Spider-Man 3. I left shaking my fist with like, Sandman.
You were just shaking your fist? I was doing much worse.
Right, Sandman wasn't involved in killing Uncle Ben. Which is, again, we talk about literature. You wouldn't take Hamlet, and Ophelia wouldn't be okay, and meet him at the end, and they go have a shake together. It wouldn't happen. Hollywood, you can tell, Hollywood says, we've got to keep this guy alive, and so.
The kick-ass situation is also very fascinating in that Mark Millar has written a really riveting graphic novel. I mean, I would describe it really as that because, well, it's graphic.
Extremely.
That's no beginning, middle, and end. Okay? Also, published originally under Marvel's creator-owned imprint, Icon. Okay, so that these creators own the property. Okay, and Marvel publishes it, but it's really theirs to deal with. Also, okay, it was optioned as a film, and really the film was completed before the limited series completed publishing. So number 8 came out, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
The hardcover reprint came out a couple weeks ago, and it's going to premiere in theaters in April. And I don't think that's actually happened before.
I did with previous part of how it would be.
You want to do it?
Yeah, to finish that before you finish the series.
And look how that turned out. But no, it's a good point. This is the demand for comic book movies has gotten so high, and comic book content in general, that now that I actually saw an article the other day that was saying, what are we optioning? Because someone, like when they see a trailer for Kick-Ass, like, oh, it's a superhero flick, and then there's a little girl killing people and using foul profanity and so forth
But
and so
it
on.
is a rated R movie. I mean,
Sure.
It's not like people aren't warned.
True. Well, I remember though, I went in to see Watchmen, another R, and definitely deservedly so. And people walked out. People had brought their 8 or 9-year-old kids and one guy walked out. He said, "This is a comic book movie." I thought this is a comic book movie, and I said, "Yeah." Now we're starting to see the other comic books. So,
Well, I think that comes, with the idea that it's like, as the genre is progressing right now, we have very faulty people. They're looking at, that idea that to really humanize a hero, they need to have that vice with it. I always think the tough thing with the pop culture is you have that rated R, but then, the sacrilege they did was when they made Spawn PG-13. And it was like, I gotta stop there because I'll just keep going. But yeah, there's that difficulty with the fan, to the fan base to trying to get more people out there, and it's tough to say, but it was something like 4 of the top 10 grossing films of all time are comic heroes are based on comic book, and it's like, and those ones when you look at them, they're great, and I really like them, but none of them follow the storyline. You can see the traditionalists just gnashing teeth.
And part of that is translating from one medium to another.
Sure.
And especially, when you have a finite story like Kick-Ass or like Watchmen, that's easier to do than if you have 60 years of Spider-Man stories. And not everyone is going to be happy because, I remember people were wailing and gnashing their teeth because Sam Raimi kept picking Silver Age villains. It's like, when are they going to do the modern guys? And that's their opinions of what Spider-Man is. So I think that's part of the problem there with